conducting this interview as a part of my academic work. If you are concerned, I will record this interview and use the information in the quick video. I'm working on project called Contribute to the Society. The interview will be used to create quick video and submit to the College for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used solely for this purpose. The interview information will be temporarily stored in the College for America online evaluation system to which only the evaluator and College for America staff will have access. Do you have any questions? No question. Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded? Yeah. My name is Emerthe Musabyimana. I give my informed consent to be participant in this interview to be recorded and used as a part of the student academic work. Thank you so much, Olive. I'm going to ask you different questions. The first question asks that what are the three branches of government? No, I don't know this question. Thank you so much. The second question says, what does each branch do? No. The third question says that Democratic and Republic are the major parties. You name the third party. No, I don't know. The fourth question says, what is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law? Thank you so much. This is the end of the class. Thank you so much. Hello. Hello. Today is 9th March 2021. My name is Musabyimana Emerthe. I'm a student in the Bachelor of Art program in College for America at and I'm conducting this interview as a part of my academic work. If you are concerned, I record this interview and use the information in this video. I'm working on a project called Contribute to the Society. The interview will be used to create quick video and submitted for American students by the project can be evaluated. This recording will be used solely for this purpose. The interview information will be temporarily stored in the College for America online evaluation system to which only the evaluator and College for America staff will have access. Do you have any questions? No question. Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded? Yes, I was senior officer. I give my consent to be participated in this interview to be recorded and used as part of the student academic work. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm going to ask you a few questions. The first question is, what are the differences of government? I don't know. The second question says, what does each branch do? I don't know. If you're moving to the third question, says Democratic and Republic has a local practice. You name the third party. I don't know. Moving to the last question says, what is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law? I don't know. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Hello all, my name is Musabyimana Emerthe. I'm a student at South New Hampshire University. Currently I'm pursuing communication concentrated in business. With this I'm working on a project called Government and You under a goal called Contribute to the Society. In this project I was assigned to conduct two street video by interviewing two people and as well as asking them more about USA government and how it works. With this, I meet with two people and I have asked different questions about USA government and how it works, but they didn't mention clear information about that. With this, I'm going to answer those questions clearly. The first question was asking what are the three branches of government. The three branches of government, there is legislative, executive and judicial branch. These branches play different roles. Where the legislative make laws, it makes with Congress, cognitive and House representative and senator. What does each branch do? This question, with this, the legislative branch of USA government, it helps to draft proposed law, confirm they reject presidential nomination for head of federal agencies. This means that this branch helps to select the laws from those drafted. These branches provide American citizens the right to vote for the senator and representative through free, confidential ballot. Also, these candidates that American citizens have the right to vote for senator for free. This is most important because citizens got the opportunity to share out their feelings about voting since they have the right to vote for free. This helped them to choose the leader who can represent them based on their interests. Moving to the second branch, which called executive branches, it carries out enforced law. It includes president, vice president, and cabinets. With this, there are key roles that executive branch play include president, where the president leads a country, or he or she is a head of state, leader of federal government, and Commander-in-Chief of the United States Armed Forces. On other side of vice president, he or she support the president. If the president is unable to serve, the vice president become president. Cabinet member services advisor to the president. They include the vice president, head of executive department, and other high-ranking government officials. With this, much of working in the executive branch is done by federal agents, department, committee, and other group. Moving to the third question, to the third branch, which is judicial branch of USA government. It interprets the meaning of laws, implies law to individual case, and decides if law violates the Constitution. This indicates that this branch put in application the laws to individual case. According to the House resource, I found that all these branches are connected since they help to ensure the government is effective and citizen rights are protected. I say this because the legislative branch helps to make law, executive carries out law, and judicial implies law. All those practices are created for USA citizens, which helps to ensure the USA citizen rights are protected. Moving to the other question, which says, how are the three branches connected? With this, we check the balance. Each of the three branches of government can limit the power of other. This way, no one branch becomes too powerful. Each branch checks its power of the other branches to make sure that the power is balanced between them. For instance, the process of how laws are made is a good example of checks and balance in action. This is because legislative branch introduce and vote on a bill, then the bill goes to the executive branch, where the president decided whether they think the bill is good for the country. If they realize that the bill is good, they go ahead and sign the bill and it become a law. On the other hand, if the president does not believe the bill is good for the country, he does not sign it. Here, legislative branch gets another chance of creating law. With enough vote, the legislative branch can override the executive branch, vet and the bill become law. Once a law is in place, the people of the country can test it through the court system, which is under the control of judicial branch. If someone believes the law is unfair, the lawsuit can be filed. Lawyer then make argument for and against the case, and judge decide which side has presented the most convincing argument. This show the way each branch control other. Moving to the third question, which asks, Democratic and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name the third party? The third party is Mino. How did the two-party system start? They started as Federalist and Anti-Federalist, led by Jefferson and Hamilton. Alexander and Hamilton believed that for the United States to be successful, it would have to be formed in similar way to the British imperial model that had been so successful. While Thomas Jefferson, he believed that central treasure and national army would enter the central government with too much power, that an economy driven by finance would lead to reckless gambling. He also thought the strong president would be no better than a Polish king, a reference to the Polish tradition of aristocrats electing their monarchy from among their number. What impact do third minor parties have on national politics? A third party may also help vote turnout by bringing more people to the polls. Third-party candidates at the top of the ticker can help to draw attention to other party candidates down the bottom, help them to win local or state office. The fourth question says that what is the basic process by which bill become a law? After both the House and Senate have approved a bill in identical form, the bill is sent to the president. If the president approves of the legislation, it is signed and become law. If the president takes no action for the 10 days while Congress is in session, the bill automatically becomes law. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to discuss about two things, and those are third party and describing them, and how a bill become law by explaining the 9 steps that it passed through before it become a law. The example of minor party in USA include the Libertarian Party, the Green Party, Constitution Party, and other that have less influence than major parties. The Liberation Party supports laissez-faire policy, small government, and is characterized by being socially liberal and fiscal conservative. The Green Party is a progressive party that emphasizes eco-socialism. This means that the Green Party is continuing to emphasize the things that cannot harm the environment, while the Construction Party is social and physical conservative party backed by religious rights. This means that the Construction Party is the social and physical modest party spurred by the spurred by the religious right. The second one is this process that shows how bill become a law. I found that there are 9 steps that a bill passes through before becoming law. The first step, the bill is drafted. With this step, both senators and House of Representatives who have ideas for law can draft a bill. This idea become a Congress member themselves or from everyday citizen and advocacy group. The second one is the bill is introduced. Once a bill is drafted, it must be introduced. This is the most important, because once a bill is introduced, it can be found on Progress, which is official government website that tracks federal registration. To mean that this Congress government helps to track what registration made. With this, if the representative is sponsor of the bill is introduced in the House, while if a senator is a sponsor the bill introduced in the Senate. This shows that the bill drafted introduced based on where it is drafted. Moving to the third step is a bill goes to the committee. With this step, as a bill was introduced on the second step, it is passed to a committee. Here, both the House and Senate have several committees composed of group of Congress members who are particularly interested in different topics such as health or international affairs. The committee is here to help in judging what is good for the committee. With this, if the committee does not act on a bill, the bill is considered to be a bill. The fourth step is subcommittee review of the bill. With this step, subcommittees are organized under committees and have further specialization on a certain topic. This means that subcommittees are arranged under committees and have more unlike specialization on the certain topic. With this, the committee refer the bill to the subcommittee for study and their own hearing. Here, subcommittee may make changes to the bill and must vote to refer a bill back to the full committee. The fifth step is the committee markup of the bill. With this step, when the hearing and subcommittee review are completed, the committee will meet to mark up the bill. This means that the committee will meet after finding what comes is the subcommittee review, so that they can straighten up the bill. Here, the committee can make changes and rewriting prior to recommend the bill to the floor. With this, if a committee votes not to report registration to the full chamber of Congress, the bill dies. While if a committee vote is in favor of the bill, it is reported to the floor. The sixth step is voting by full chamber on the bill. With this step, once a bill reaches on the floor, there is additional debate and the members of the full chamber vote approve any amendments. To mean that when a bill reached on the floor, there will be other additional debates of the members to that the full chamber can vote to approve any amendment. Here, the bill is passed or defeated by the member voting. The seventh step is referral of the bill to the other channel. With this step, when the House and Senate pass a bill, it is transferred to the other chamber where it is usual follow the same routes through committee and finally to the floor. This means that the chamber that received the bill, which reviewed with both the senator and house, will need to follow the same routes that the committee used to the final floor. Here, this chamber may approve the bill as received, reject them, ignore them, or change them. The eighth step is called the bill goes to the president. With this step, after both the House and Senate have approved the bill in identical form, directly the bill is sent to the president. After the president receives them, the president approves the registration and it is signed and become law. Here, if the president takes no action for 10 days while Congress is in session, the bill automatically becomes law. On the other hand, if the president opposes the bill, they want vote the bill. The last step is overriding a vote. Here, if a president votes a bill, Congress may attempt to override the vote. This shows that if the president denies a bill, Congress may attempt to overbalance the vote. Also, if both the senator and the House pass the bill by the two-thirds majority, the presidential vote is overruled and the bill becomes a law. Thank you so much. This is the end of my presentation, and thank you for watching.